And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening.
Like in terms of numbers.
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Now Willis to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space.
Out of the backfield, you're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Jake Camardas in on now to punt this away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Fields, caught by Woods. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does.
He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it ends with 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I'll...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Willis on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 40-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Dillon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Now Willis on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw, here's Willis. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're already giving up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Stop that timing.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup of 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot. See the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Fields on 1st down. That's complete to Mooney. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't be enough. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Fields. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run it again with Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Bears! Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So out come the Bucs now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Willis will look to throw it.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Willis going to try to run it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Willis.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Julio Jones. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's Fields.
Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started out in Denver, where you see the final score there. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Play fake. Here's Willis. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Willis looking to throw it. He's got Otten. He's got some room to operate.
Touchdown!
Cade Otten, 33 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have.
That there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And Cade Otten capped things off with a touchdown grab. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
At the 33-yard line.
Now an option play on second down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Willis headed left off the option.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They run again with Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st down, here's White. Gets past 1 man. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the Bears' 42-yard line.
Option play, Willis looking to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Willis with another keeper. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On play action, Fields.
This is caught by Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about to defend. Finding it. In this case, arrived. It wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's able to get across midfield and down to the...
Now Fields.
And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good...
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Cook again.
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Evans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football and making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Dillon now off the option.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw here into the hands of Jones.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Bucs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Willis out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, Willis. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Willis now off play action.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Here's White.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back to throw. Fields. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll begin by running the option.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's a gain of 6.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Kalijah Kancey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
He's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Well, they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago.
Dalvin Cook,
53 yards.
and the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. 1:37 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Here's Willis.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Willis finds White.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Willis to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Now first and goal.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Throwing, Willis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.